Hello, I'm Madelyn with Spiritual Rebirth Tarot, and this evening, it's kind of nighttime now, I was trying to do some videos for this channel, and it just wasn't happening. It seemed like my brain went into a complete fog. So I pulled some cards for myself, and I got Black Panther, which I often get in many different decks when I'm asking about, my, soul journey or life path or things like that. And, or, who am I? Or, things like that. And it says, reclaim your power. So the Panther spirit is a reclaim your power. And then I got the Stag, which is my spirit animal guide when I do shaman journeys. And so it says, take the lead. And not only does the Stag lead me, but in many ways I am a leader, and I'm meant to be a leader. But you don't have to lead by a loud voice and big gestures, but just by giving of your authenticity. And the third card was open to infinite possibilities, and it's a star. And the star card is my favorite card because it is the hope and healing. Every time I would ask who's my soulmate, the star card would come up, like maybe it's an Aquarius, things like that. So I love the star card, and it's open to infinite possibilities. And the Stag and the Panther. So it's like three that I really identified with very strongly. So I said, you know what, I guess I'm not supposed to do videos right now. I just will go on and do other things. Said, well, let's take care of myself, took off bath, started feeling a little better. I've been really down and having a hard time, knowing how to approach my depression next, because that's what I'm doing, is healing my depression. And it's an interesting battle. So I decided to listen to Cindy at Awakening to Spirit. And she, this week, did messages from ancestors. And I always listen to the Aquarius because that's my moon. And so oftentimes with her readings, I resonate more with my moon than my sun sign, which is Gemini. But as I started to listen to Aquarius, it was quite obvious that it just wasn't my reading. I just didn't feel like what I was hearing was really anything to do with me. So I said, okay, well, let me just look at the descriptions to see which one is mine. And the Gemini one said, did they die before they were able to help you? And I instantly knew, well, that is a message from my sister. And dying at 18 when I was 21. In a car accident suddenly. And although I always felt like she knew that she was going to die, because she had written letters to all of her friends apologizing. She told all of us that Jesus was coming soon, for her. And she just she knew, and yet, it was a fluke thing that she was in that car. And if I hadn't borrowed her truck that day, she would have been driving her truck and she would never have gotten in the accident. But, you always have to just know that things happen for a reason. And like she said, I always feel like, we know, we don't die until we're supposed to, and, all that kind of stuff. But she's like, well, maybe when we're making our plans, our soul contracts, playing it all out, and the spirits are laughing at us going, yeah, but just wait and see how that works out. So life doesn't always go as planned. And it certainly didn't for us, and it changed a lot of things. And it was interesting because what she said was there would have been a lot of love. I was like, I think that's the thing I miss the most is the love throughout the years. And the other thing I've always said is she would never let me make the decisions that I made in life. Like the people, the person that I married or dated, or the career that I had, or she would have always pushed me in a different direction. So it's interesting because that's what the reading was, that she was supposed to lead me to my soulmate, but because she wasn't around, she did introduce me to him. And so she's still working on it. It's getting closer, but it's not there yet. So I think, and then it showed that one of the major things I have to do is get past the depression and to take the leap of faith and jump into the unknown, and the person will come. But you can't really attract a soulmate that's healthy if you aren't. So that's the first step. So anyway, so now I was thinking too that, I've thought that many times in my life, and with me having my children and struggling sometimes with them like we all do. And she loves children. She wanted to have 10. And I was thinking, maybe I'll start to ask her for advice. Maybe she'll be able to help me with them and help me with just, stuff in life. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to share with you guys because this Halloween, and now till and next week and stuff, the veil between the living and the dead is thinned, and many of you may have a loved one coming to you in different ways. I told her, I said, my notes, it said, thanks for giving me Meredith back. she reconnected us. So I wanted to do a reading and ask who she was, like who she is. I have always felt she was an angel. She's just an amazing person. Everyone was just loved her. The people who didn't love her were the rigid people that never understood her. But almost everyone who met her loved her very, very much. A couple years ago, her soulmate died saving someone that was drowning, and so they're together. And so now she's probably working harder at helping me. Okay, so who is she? This is the Ancestor deck and Angels deck. It's a really great way to kind of ask that question. Who's Meredith? She's the blonde and fiery enough to be a shield maiden. And underneath, that's interesting, underneath is the shapeshifter. So the shield maiden make plans and focus. And she was, still finding herself. Oh, wow. Interesting. I opened up to the shapeshifter, which was the other card. So I guess I'll read that one first. Transform and unveil your gifts. Take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. In shamanic traditions, a shapeshifter is either an animal that has the capacity to change between species, or a shaman who has the capacity to transform into an animal to go journeying. If there is a wild animal you are particularly drawn to or fascinated by, it's probably because you can transform into one in your meditation or journey practice to go exploring in the other worlds. When you shift into animal form, you can see the world through different eyes and tap into the animal's survival skills to help yourself through a particular situation. Oh, that's really fascinating. I hadn't read that before, but because to me that would be the stag. It's fascinating because when I did the thing about me and I asked who am I in this, I got, the first thing I got was the stag. And then I got other cards, and one of them was Shield Maiden. So maybe we were both Viking warriors together, and decided to come back and enjoy fighting together again. Anyway, yeah, so I always felt like maybe I was an animal before I was a human, but maybe that makes sense, that because I've always felt maybe I was like a guide, a shaman guide before it was actually coming as a spirit in a human form. But that would make sense that I was more like shape-shifting in and out of that, and still am able to in my dreams. So for her, I think she is the shield maiden, possibly able also to shapeshift. So I don't know what her animal would be. I'd have to think about that or find it. Shield maiden is have a plan or strategy in place before moving forward. The shield maiden is the female knight in shining armor. Oh, that's fascinating, because in the reading, the one thing that didn't resonate is that she was pretty sure it was a man, instead of, a girl like my sister is. She's the female knight in shining armor, and it was, the knight. So that really, in Viking traditions, women were seen as equal to men, and so joined them on the raids and fought with them on the battlefield. When she was, what she wanted to do is she wanted to become a lawyer for children. And she would be working with child trafficking right now if she was alive. In this deck, the Shield Maiden brings a fiercely feminine energy, the power to be a warrior while remaining feminine sensitivity. She is ready to put her plan into action. She's ready to join into battle. Her medicine helps us move beyond an unsettled feeling when our plans start to take shape and follow through with our strategies in order to be where we want to be. Shield maidens work together in times gone by to create shield walls of protection. So she also shows us how to work with others in order to bring our plans to fruition. It's funny too, because she was extremely protective, very, very protective person. So she's the shield maiden. So that kind of resonates, that we fought together, we worked together in that time, and she will help to bring me together with my soulmate, the one that I'm supposed to be with. So I wanted to just pull from my new deck. I love my new deck. It's called Guardian of the Night, and every single card is a tarot deck, but all the cards have animals. And it's just so cool. I just love it. So I was like, well, Meredith, do you have a message for me right now, for us watching? Judgment card. And I love this judgment card. It's a snake that has shed its skin, and it's in the process of healing and growing into its stronger form. But my tarot channel, Spiritual Rebirth Tarot, so I always think of this as my card, so a lot of times when I pull the card, Well, I've asked a question like about something that I'm doing or whatever, and I pull this card, and to me it represents my channel. So I think it's both the resurrection, her new life, but also it's pointing to my channel. And the underneath deck is the Ace of Pentacles, which is about new opportunities and growth and prosperity. So she will help me succeed in where my new life is headed. You know, it's interesting. Right now, I've just been trying to follow doors that open and doors that close, and we'll see where they lead. I guess I'm not make plans and focus on them as much. It's more as the spirit leads. It's beautiful, beautiful imagery in this card, the Ace of Pentacles. Just gorgeous. I love the owl. The owl really. In fact, my aunt. I don't know why I put it on backwards. I don't think I did. But anyway, my favorite aunt, who I happen to live next to right now, gave me this cookie jar. It's an owl. I think it's really precious. Maybe that's what her animal totem is an owl. And I was drawn to that a lot as well. Well, anyway, I hope this wasn't uncomfortable for you guys. It wasn't for me. Only that it's kind of annoying when you're crying while you're trying to talk. Because then you can't get your words out as well. I'll work on my throat chakra. But I mean, I think that that's what my message was, you know. Reclaim your power and take the lead and open to infinite possibilities. So it is coming about for all of us. So thank you so much for coming to my channel. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you'd like to hear more videos. And like the video with a thumbs up and share with your friends if you were blessed today. And I just pray that those that are there to guide you, especially during this time, that they will make contact with you, whether they're in this realm or the next, to be there as your support and strength in this difficult time. Blessings.